Good morning to you.
Welcome to round 7 of the Gabriel Bortoleto career mode for Austria, the Red Bull Ring, and I believe we do have some R&D for some upgrades. So we will get the ERS upgrade, which will come in time for Spa, which is a good track to have an ERS upgrade at. And let's just jump straight into the weekend, and I'll obviously skip practice for you. There's only one practice session because this is a sprint race, so it's going to be a longer video. So get your snacks ready, get your drinks, get comfortable, because this is going to be some proper entertainment. So I'll skip on to qualifying now. So now, going into our first qualifying lap, this is obviously going to be really important as we want to start as high up as possible, and it is not a sprint weekend as I was saying before, but going into our lap now, we nailed turn 1. That was really nice. We couldn't have taken it too much better. Now going into turn 3, braking at the 100-meter board, flicking the car in, and we do get quite a lot of wheel spin on the exit, but overall not too bad, as we're even catching, I believe that is Yuki Tsunoda on our lap, and he is giving me a bit of dirty air, which isn't ideal on a quali lap obviously, but I thought I had enough of a gap, but because I'm catching him, that must mean that we're going pretty quick. Getting dirty air, for God's sake. Because he's on a flying lap too. So, does that mean we're actually pretty quick? We'll find out. So, going up to the line, we're P1. And
I was getting dirty air as well. I can go quicker than that.
Is nowhere near us.
Yeah.
And as you can see, in the top left, we're still P1 with 50 seconds to go. So we've actually got some serious pace here, and now starting our second qualifying lap, hopefully we can improve on our time and get pole position, as I did feel like there was time to be found. So we take turn 1 pretty much exactly the same. It was perfect, and we get the exact same time going into sector 1, so that's quite cool. And we don't get wheel spin crucially for turn 3, so we're actually up a 10th now going into turn 4. And the fact that we've got no dirty air means that we're going to be gaining throughout the rest of the lap, which is amazing. So we're basically up 3/10 now going into sector 3, and this could be very easily a pole position. So going into the penultimate corners, we go really wide into there, which does cost us about a 10th, but going up to the line, we're on pole position. I cannot believe this is happening. I'm gonna have to turn the AI up then, probably. How the hell have I got pole?
With qualifying wrapped up now, we have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic
You
race.
are joking. Right, so I've got pole somehow. This is one of my strong tracks, but didn't expect to get pole. Yeah, I'll see if I can turn the AI up, because that's a bit crazy. Yeah, let's see what I can do. So, going into the race, 5 red lights, and it's lights out and away we go for the Austrian Grand Prix. We get a very good start, no wheel spin, everything's all good, and now we are also clear of Lando. So, it's been a very good start, and they're nowhere near us. They're already 7/10 back, so been a really good start. And going into turn 3 for the first time, not getting any wheel spin like we did in qualifying. And another thing that I forgot to mention is that there is rain forecast for the very, very end of the race. Around lap 20, there will be some rain, so that could spice things up a little bit, and it could mean we either win or completely mess up this race. But we do go in the gravel, which obviously isn't great, and really spin it on the curb there, and Lando is gone right up our inside, and he's trying to go for an overtake, but we swoop round the outside going into the penultimate corner, and we do keep the position. But that was a close call. Very close call. Lando could have easily just kept his foot in and he would have gotten the move done, but thankfully our pretty bold move has kept us in the lead, and the only thing is Lando will now have DRS to attack us, which is definitely going to help. But because he got such a poor run out of the last couple corners, we've increased the gap up to about 8/10, but we have tyre wear. It's the same thing that happened in Imola, where I believe we've been put on used tyres and we have tyre wear now, so this isn't great.
So much tyre wear already. But, yeah. Genuinely got no idea if we're going to last until the rain. It's going to be one hell of a challenge. But we'll find out. Lando's having a little look. A very stupid move.
We've got a lot of energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
Yeah, hopefully we can keep him behind for as long as we can, really. This is going to be a real challenge, because it's just me and Lando at the front. Max and Lewis and all those guys have all dropped back from us two, so just me and Lando battling. And hopefully we come out on top.
So, enough of the waffling. Verstappen and Hamilton are fighting. So, going into turn 1, Verstappen takes the outside line and does just about get ahead of Lewis Hamilton there. So, he is now up into P3, but Hamilton is coming back at him round the outside, and Charles Leclerc is even trying to make a move on Oscar Piastri. So, both Ferraris make the move ahead of the car, and Leclerc is now on the back of Verstappen, and Hamilton is through on to P3. But Verstappen comes back on the very next lap. He gets past Lewis, and now Lewis is back in the slipstream. He's going towards the outside, and maybe Leclerc can get on a bit on the action as he goes up the inside of Verstappen, even going into turn 3. So Verstappen has lost 2 places now, and the Ferraris are sort of working together almost to get rid of the Dutchman, but he still hangs it round the outside, to be fair to him, and he's probably going to have the inside for the next double left, which he does, and he keeps the position. Leclerc cedes position, and Verstappen is in P4. Great racing by the AI, I must say, and this fighting gives Lando nothing to worry about from behind, so he's just fully focused on me. He's charging at me, he's forcing me to make mistakes like that, and he's really pressurizing me going into the start of lap 6. So this is going to be really tough to keep this lead, but if Lando keeps making that silly overtake in the penultimate corner, we can always just chop him off and he won't get the position, and because he'll get such a bad exit, we can just keep the position and we'll have a gap as well, so then even though he does have DRS, he won't be able to pass us on the straight as the gap is way too little.
but I'm going to show you actually what I've been doing, and this is going to be a common theme for this race. So going into the start of Sector 3 actually, we are going to temporarily chuck it in none mode to sort of save battery for the straight. So when Lando goes for this silly move, we can cut him off and we've saved battery at the same time, which will be crucial for our race. Because if we didn't have this battery, there is no way we would keep him behind. But now, on to lap 11, skipped forward quite a bit. Verstappen has now broken away from the Ferraris and is getting Lando Norris around the outside. And he doesn't make the move stick into turn 1 or turn 3, but he's definitely showing his presence as the 4-time world champion is right there now, so we need to be careful.
5 minutes till rain, okay. That's a good sign, so we'll stay out on these hards and hopefully the rainfall is enough so then we can all switch to inters. That'll be good because I'm pretty confident in the wet weather conditions that I can keep the lead, because there'll be no DRS for the guys behind, so it should, in theory, help me out a lot. So I would love to see the rain come out.
So now, going into lap 13, Max Verstappen goes for a lunge up the inside into turn 3 on Lando Norris. Lando Norris keeps the outside and keeps the position as he gets a better drive out the corner. But Max Verstappen isn't done yet. He looks for another move around the outside, but Lando places his car perfectly and Max is unable to get him. But now, going into lap 14...
pitting. They're all pitting. For some reason, they're all pitting and they don't know the rain's going to come. I'm going to ask Jeff.
It looks like rain is inbound and we're expecting it in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes until the rain. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
So, they will pit and Norris is probably going to pit too. So, if the rain does come out and it is Inter's conditions, we are in the money here. Because we'll have a huge lead and on intermediates, so we'll just be plain sailing for the win.
In 1 second.
So, now the rain is starting to fall, as you can see on the screen. It's not clear, but it is falling.
Is that rain?
It is
falling. Or am I
falling.
just tweaking? It might be rain, you know. Okay. This is good. We just need it to be Inter's level rain, otherwise this isn't going to work.
These conditions are making the line a bit greasy, but we're still nowhere near the changeover point.
Nowhere near the changeover point. Okay, that is not good. We need to be... It needs to get wetter, otherwise this strategy is not going to work out. Come on, rain!
At least another 10 minutes until this rain evens out. Stay alert out there.
We get a massive
Until the rain
slide
evens
there,
out.
but
Oh no.
so yeah, we got a massive slide and it is definitely changing towards the intermediate conditions, and as you can see, the tyre wear icons even popped up.
10 minutes at least. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
But yeah, tyre wear icons popped up, it's raining, and I think we're going to pit this lap. In my head, I was thinking maybe we could go one more lap, but
Oh
look
my
now,
God.
we're just getting understeer everywhere.
Yep. I'm gonna
When
pit.
it's turning, we think it's time to box now.
And as you can see, we scuff up the penultimate corner, and yeah, this will just unfold itself. Yeah. We sped in the
I am
pit
so
lane.
stupid.
We are absolute bottle jobs.
Okay, mate, that's it.
I am so stupid.
Perfect job from you and the crew,
I've
mate, with
just
the
thrown
lights
this
on.
race.
Strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, Nico's into the pits. Nico in the pits.
I've thrown this race. Oh my god.
So yeah, this is not great. We have to get past the likes of George Russell, Leclerc, maybe even Hamilton again, not Hamilton, Lando and Max, and also build a 10-second gap, which is not easy. But the only thing we've got going for us is the fact that they pitted onto dries. So they'll do one extra pit stop because I'm assuming they will change onto the intermediate tyres. As you can see, we've already dropped George Russell, so they will definitely have to change, and we get confirmation of that as DRS gets disabled, and they're all pitting now. Verstappen, Leclerc, and presumably Norris maybe. They've all pitted, so they've all decided it is time for the Inters. Apart from Norris, he's going on for one more lap, so he's going to lose plenty of time. But we really need to make this 10-second gap work, otherwise we are definitely not going to win this race, as our engineer sets us a little lap time sort of challenge, which we'll complete pretty easily. But the only thing I'm concerned about is this gap now, as the AI, they're in a lot faster cars with more downforce, and that will help them in the rain. So at this point, I was really stressed out. I was a bit concerned that we're going to lose this race because of this stupid penalty that we got for speeding in the pit lane, and it could cost us the win here. So I'm just pushing flat out in hope of keeping the win, but we turn to Oscar Piastri, who is breaking down. Oscar Piastri is going to be out of this race as he's had some sort of failure with his McLaren, and Lewis Hamilton comes up to the back of him and hits him. As you can see, his end plate is flying off. Lewis Hamilton's just hit the back of Oscar Piastri, and he's pulling over to the side now. So that throws a big spanner in the works for the Ferrari. But going into lap 24 now, Verstappen goes round the outside of Leclerc for P2, but Leclerc's not done. He's coming back at him, and they've had so many battles over the years at Austria, Verstappen and Leclerc, and Verstappen on this occasion is going to have the inside, but Leclerc is hanging it round the outside. He probably has better traction and keeps second place over Max Verstappen. So Leclerc in P2, and also this battling really helps us because we've now got a massive gap and we're going to keep the 10 seconds.
Okay, last lap. We are 13 seconds ahead, so it will be just enough if we finish this lap ahead by 10 seconds. So I think the guys behind are fighting quite a bit because I can see the positions changing. As you can see, it's gone up to 14 now, so they are fighting, which has really helped me through this race, and it could be the reason that we potentially win, because we're coming up to the end of Sector 2 in this Austrian Grand Prix. We had an incredible qualifying to be on pole position for the start of this race. The strategy was absolutely crazy. I even sped in the pit lane. I've almost bottled this, but we're coming round the last corner and we're gonna win the Austrian Grand Prix. Come on!
Oh my god, Gabriel Bortoleto gets his maiden win for F1. Jackson gets driver of the day. I do not care. We have just won the Austrian Grand Prix. I can't believe it. I need a really low. Wow, that was intense. That was really intense. The Austrian Grand Prix.
Gabriel Bortoleto.
Wow, that was hectic, and we did so well to keep above 10 seconds as well. That was honestly incredible. That was probably one of my best drives as well. Apart from the fact that we did speed in the pit lane, I nearly bottled it, honestly. But thankfully we did not. Lando, I'm not sure where he finishes, if it was P2 or P3. It is P3 in the end. And Hulkenberg also gets P7, so we get 31 points in the Constructors' Championship, and I'm P7 in the Drivers, and for the Constructors we are P5, only 4 points behind Mercedes. That was, honestly, I still can't believe it. Everyone else did a 2-stop, we did a 1-stop. Lewis Hamilton even did a 3-stop, which is absolutely mental. But, wow. That was honestly incredible. But we have beaten Nico Hulkenberg in this teammate rivalry that we've got. And we're also beating Yuki Tsunoda after we've just won a race, right? And yeah, our rating is going to skyrocket too. So we have 51% recognition, and yeah, honestly, what a race that was! Like, that is just incredible driving. And next race we've got Silverstone, which should be an interesting one. I doubt we're going to win Silverstone as well. I doubt we're going to be even near the podium, but we'll see how it goes. Our R&D for our Halo, which is an aerodynamic upgrade, and that takes us very high up, actually, ahead of a bunch of cars, which is quite crazy, as I think that was a major rear downforce one that I had purchased. But that will conclude today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've got a win for you guys, so you better drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. So, until Silverstone, I'll see you guys later.